Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Wariman in Canada. My name remains Alexis Omian, aka Wariman in Canada. Please kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel, Wariman in Canada. Kindly like, share, and comment. As you do so, God will bless you in the mighty name of Jesus. Amen. So today, I want to comment on this Akpabio, the Senate President, and Natasha issue. I say, the Senate, that Nigeria Senate is a disgrace. Nigeria Senate is a disgrace. The President, the Senate President is a disgrace. The senators, all those senators that conspired and suspend Natasha, you understand, in order to favor Akpabio, the Senate President, they are all disgrace. I don't know why. They even shame. These are elders, leaders, these are elders. When we say the youth, supposed to look up to. Elders, when we say they be leaders of a country, we say they're supposed to behave well. When the youths, when we say they come up, supposed to look up to. Even the elders now, they are even worse. Tell me this kind of elders, leaders. Tell me which kind thing, which good thing they want to impart on the youths when they come up. You see, there's a problem, very big problem in Nigeria. Very big problem. The country now, Nigeria has law. They get constitution. And this law and constitution, nobody able to follow them again. Nobody they adhere to Nigeria law and constitution any longer. And the country, when they say the law of that country, the leaders, they now they obey the law again. That country is prone to doom. Nigeria is finished. I don't need to job with that one. Nigeria is gone. A country will be saying law. Nobody, those politicians, then they respect law again. The ethics, everything will be say they put in place, so we say they guide their behavior, everything on how the country will be governed for fairness, justice, and equity. Nobody they follow them again. You see, how can you suspend Akpabio and his cohort, those stomach infrastructure senators? How can you suspend a senator? Senator will be say, now the constituency, their people, now elect and say, me go represent them. Senator, now employment. Senator, is he an employment? Will be say, the Senate President and those cohorts, that Senate President, that idiot, is a senator, an employable position, when they be say, you will feel just suspend or you feel just sack am. You see the way they've turned the country to, these politicians. They've destroyed the country, this APC government, this Tinubu government, this corrupt government. You understand? And something needs to be done because Nigeria is finished. They've destroyed the country. Now, just the truth. What will be saying with the outside the country? With the shame. All this kind of news will be saying with the year. You understand? So we will be the shame because for you to overwaka, now, you see, you just see and see that one. A country. See the leaders, see how they be, see corrupt, all those things. You understand? So this is a really big problem. It's a really big problem. Nobody know the position there. Nobody know what person go feed do now because all these corrupt politicians, all of them, they don't hijack the system. You understand? They don't hijack the system. The law, even all the police, the security agencies, the judiciary, all of them, they don't carry all of them put for their armpits. You understand? So court not get power for Nigeria. All those judges they are all APC. None of them will get power. How can somebody say the woman now bring court order to stop this thing? Before you know, they say they suspend them. Suspend senator. Senator will be say, they elect, not be saying employment. You say you suspend them. Say all allocations. So we be say our own dues. So we be say she's supposed to pay to our community, all those kind of thing. You say you suspend them, both everything. You see how the country is finished. And even that is not even the constitution because according to the constitution, all those things, they don't even get right to suspend the senator because the senator not be job. And people will be say, person will be say they elect, when the constituency elect all those things, call represent them. So how can you suspend the senator? You see, within this, look at me. No. If educated people, say people will say they call themselves educated, like the Senate President Akpabio, that a woman Arasa, if he called himself an educated person, say all those senators, all of them, they call themselves, say they are educated. Where they forget their education? Where they forget their education, they go see black like this, they go turn out to white, they go see white, they turn out to black. I say you are a leader. See what they go on. And the country is sinking. Nigeria are sunk. Nigeria. We were there abroad, we need the rest for people call, all those things. Money, this one. Different type of problem that they call us for. Send money, send this, send that to support people, all those things. Because the country is finished. Instead of them to focus on how they can be able to reshape the country, to bring back the economy that has collapsed. The Senate President are women. Women, married women, and they chase. The woman not green now. The woman not green for them. Now, you suspend the woman. You suspend the senator. Person will be say, now the constituency never elect her. Not be Akpabio employ that woman. The House of Senate, not be Akpabio employ. So people not get rights. To over suspend her. The woman not green for you now. You have to suspend her. Bypassing the constitution. Even courts. You see why Nigeria is finished. Any country will be say the judicial system corrupts. The security system corrupts. That country is finished. Not the truth. Because if you see this country will do so law and order, the way they uphold law and order here, now because the security and the judiciary, they are firm. You cannot, nobody will break the judiciary for here because abroad of this way, everybody they work to the interests, to the betterment of their country. You understand? They're not going to say what they do for all those House of Senate, all those things. They are destroying the country. There's nowhere, there's no credibility. There's no way you can find credibility in Nigeria. No government agency. INEC, you want to talk. INEC, all the election will be say INEC conduct. Upon the billions of dollars that they spend for electronics, this computers and the rest, IREF, all those things, so that make the result they transparent. You know, say INEC, they bypass computer. They were using hand to write results. Hand, then they used to write results for Nigeria. So you see the country, everything, the country is finished. See House of Senate. See House of Senate now. Instead of them, they make things, they make law, those economic laws, those things to improve the country and the welfare of people. See what they do. The Senate President, they chase woman. The woman complain now, because saying that this thing, you conspire with other senators, so those smart infrastructure senators, you suspend the woman, which is against the Constitution. Even with court order, say you not get right to suspend them. They still went right to suspend them. You see? So check out the right news. That's why I like Rufai. You see, I see the way we say Rufai used to explain, to elucidate everything we say they go on, the kind of biasness we say they within the senators. All those ones. All those they fight for their own stomach infrastructure. So I go leave you, make you watch Arise News, make you see the reaction. So you get one professor where talk. This professor. So the professor say, because the woman is beautiful, that's why. But not be that one. One thing about man, you have to control. Man need to be disciplined. Man need to be to control. So especially when you are representing a very top position, a public office, especially like if it's a safe country like all those Europe country, all those things, immediately as the accused you're supposed to resign. So that's my take. So listen to Arise News, make you see the analysis where they talk about their reaction about the suspension of Natasha and Akpabio. So I would like to stop here, please. Kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel, Bodyman in Canada. Anything we say the apple for Nigeria, we say go make the country better, we're not good. We are going to talk and we will talk because we want to make our country better. You understand? Because if our country better, it will say they better for us here. Thank you and bye.
Senators are now reacting to the 6-month suspension handed over to Senator Natasha Akpabio the senator representing Kogi Central at the National Assembly. Some are of the opinion that a legislative house cannot suspend a member, as a member is not an employee of the house. According to critics, a legislative house cannot suspend a member of the house, as doing so will deny his constituents' representation as enshrined in the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, as amended. More so, according to Femi Falana, SAN, in view of the definitive pronouncements of the High Court and the Court of Appeal on the illegality of the suspension of elected members of legislative houses in Nigeria, the suspension of Senator Natasha Akpabio is a height of legislative recklessness. The legal suspension, he argues, should be lifted without any further delay. Since the Federal High Court had restrained the Senate Ethics Committee from hearing the complaint against the embattled senator pending determination of the motion on notice, the Senate ought to have stayed action in accordance with the rule of law. Joining us now on this show as we look at the 6-month suspension of Senator Natasha Akpabio is Senator Adisheye Ogunlewe, Nigeria's former Minister of Works and Housing and a former senator on the platform of the Alliance for Democracy, AD, in 1999 for the Lagos East constituency at the National Assembly. Good morning, Senator Ogunlewe, and thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me. Good morning, everybody. Good morning.
Well,
good morning, viewers.
A cocktail of issues here. The Senate saying that it has the right under Section 60 of the Constitution to define its own rules and its own procedures. Two, the argument that this issue is not about sexual harassment, but that it is about gross misconduct. Three, the argument that the court had issued an ex parte injunction asking the Senate Committee on Ethics, Privileges and Petitions not to proceed with the sanctioning of Senator Ogunlewe. And then the fourth part, the statement already put out there that there are established precedents, both from the High Court and the Federal and the Court of Appeal, showing that the Senate has no powers to either suspend a member or withhold salary payments to either a lawmaker or to the aides of a lawmaker. These are some of the principal things out there in the public, and I'm sure you are fully aware of them. But as someone who has been in that same Senate, what's your reaction?
Thank you very much for having me. Thank you, viewers. Yes. Well, it is not unusual for the Senate to make mistake. And we have a platform for senators in 1999 where we discussed this matter. And the structure of the Senate has provision to avoid this type level of mistake. We have the Committee on Judiciary and Legal Matters that will have been given the opportunity to review the report of the Ethics Committee so that they will not make this level of blunder. One could see clearly that they went on a frolic and it was a self-serving report. They didn't refer, they didn't believe that there have been senators before them and what has been the reaction of the judiciary to this level of suspension. Natasha is the sixth senator to be suspended, from JKF Waku to Omar Gege
To Ningi,
to
to
Ali Ndume. And the court has frowned very vehemently to that kind of attitude. And they should have already known that what they are doing was just going on a heroic adventure, which could be prevented. And it is a pity. During our days in the Senate, we had elders, people who are old, who are mature, that this sort of issue should have been discussed in-house. Like the relocation of seats is normal, but it is not when a senator is entering the chamber that you now tell the senator your seat has been changed. It is totally administratively wrong. If you are changing a seat, which is okay, you will have convey this decision to the senator prior to the resumption of the plenary, so that I will have known that, look, as I'm going in, they've changed my seat, and the secretary will now show me the new seat. But for you, it is unconventional for you to just enter the chamber like that, and somebody tells you, look, this is not your seat has been changed. It is very unusual. It is a little bit of, somebody will be curious why this of this should happen at that level of responsibility. No, it is not right for them to take this decision. And Nigerians have seen that if Natasha goes to court, it is clear that you've gone outside your power and authority. You cannot strip the lady, the single senator, for being a senator. It is not possible. It's not your responsibility. The senator was voted for under the Nigerian Constitution, and you are a minority. The majority in our constituency voted for her. How can you say they should not pay her salary? You are not the one determining her salary. It's the Revenue Mobilization and Allocation Commission that determines the salary of a senator. How does that not become your responsibility to say you will not be paid? Where constitutionally there is, under section 111, a commission that is responsible for the provision of payment to senators. You said they should withdraw our security. You are not the Inspector General of Police. That is the man responsible for deploying policemen to senators. So all these things they have done, honestly, they did it in a hurry. They should sit down and readdress it and make necessary adjustments. It cannot stand, definitely.
Thank you so much, sir, for this insight, especially from your experience. And I'm glad that for the last statement you made, where you said they were in a hurry.
Yes.
And so it would then pique the interest of a number of people that why the rush? If you want a due process to follow, why this happened in about 24 hours, despite the fact that there was a court order to actually suspend the proceedings, which maybe they said they were reserved or the court had no jurisdiction to determine how the Senate operates. So I'd like you to speak to that. And also, this Order 10, can you give us clarity on it, which she raised after she was asked to move her seat? Some people have said, irrespective of the fact that she raised Order 10 on privileges, she ought to have gone to her new seat in order to have been able to raise an order. Is that true? Whereas she said that Order 10 gives her the privilege to be able to raise, even if she were lying sitting on the floor or anywhere, as long as Order 10 was raised, she ought to have been heard and then a decision made.
So honestly, that is neither here nor there. There must be order in the Senate. And she, out of inexperience, she exposed herself to that level of embarrassment. What normally she should have done was to run quickly to the seat and continue. But when you insist on talking from a seat not allocated to you, I think the Senate President has authority to debar her from talking. But that Section 10 is so crucial that under any condition, if anybody raises that order, you must listen to the senator, but not when you are not properly seated. She should have just run to that place and talk. Nobody could have prevented her. But she shot herself on the foot by insisting on remaining at a position not allocated to her.
And the rush for the process is 24 hours. When you talked about that,
that is Nigerian factor. Now you have to rush to make sure that you achieve your aim. They know what to do. They know that they have to consult widely. There is a committee on judiciary and legal matters that should have looked at that and tell them this is not possible. This will be, rubbish by the judiciary, because there are precedents. How can you commit an offense? You know that it is against the law. You didn't elect the woman, and the way they were talking, it was total ignorance of the privilege of a senator to say she should not parade herself as a senator again.
No, it was not ignorance, I was biased. In fact, before that judgment was made, I had pointed out occasions where I saw bias in the ethics committee, and I was correct.
How can you say a senator should not parade herself.
So it was biased. So in fact, let me also even tell you this, sir. Do you know, in order to be able to perpetrate their sinister act, they moved the day forward. They moved the time 30 minutes forward. And I pointed out on air last week. I showed the bias, and I was correct.